Hi, this is Ed Crowe with Crowe Associates, and today I'm going to do a very quick recording of using the Pinnacle website. So Crowe Associates and Pinnacle are the same entity. We're run as separate companies, but anyone that works with Crowe Associates has access to everything we offer, but they also have access to everything Pinnacle offers. So it's no different than if you were a Pinnacle rep. As a result, their website has a lot of great information. We often have people who don't remember where everything is on the site. I don't often remember where everything is on the site. So today I just wanted to go over a couple things and talk about the Pinnacle website. So first thing, we're already on the page, but you go to pfsinsurance.com. That's how you get to the website. You will have to log in. If you don't have a username and password, call us. You're automatically set up with one when you have a contract, even one contract with us. So just give us a call and we can remind you what that is so you can log in. I'm going to show you a couple things revolving around quoting and using Connector and Sunfire. But the first thing I want to show you is when you go on the site is the Medicare Toolkit. That's something that's important that you should use. So we're on the home page. We're going to click on Medicare Toolkit. And the Medicare Toolkit is a bunch of things on this one page. So first of all, we get a lot of people asking about AHIP discounts. How do you take AHIP for $125 instead of $175? You can certainly get the discount through the carrier certification sites, but if you haven't done a carrier cert yet, you can do it right here. So you click right here for the discount. Now, as you scroll down, certifications, this is a big one. So every company has a different site that you do their certifications on. For those who are brand new to this, yes, you have to certify with every MA in PDP offering company every single year. And that gets tricky, even for myself. I do, I think, 50 some certs a year. And you forget what the websites are for each of them and how you log in and do the cert. So Pinnacle has it laid out here for you. For example, if we wanted to see how to do the cert with Aetna, just because they're at the top, just click the tab. It'll give you the link for the portal. It'll give you the instructions, that kind of thing. They've got all the carriers listed here for 2024 certs. They still have the 2023s on there. You don't need those anymore. And just a tip for you, the 2024, for example, so if you start getting into Medicare and you're going to contract and do certs, the new certs come out sometime in July. So if you're in June of 2024, you might as well wait till July to do the new one, because the new one for 2025 will count for the rest of the current year and for the next year. So you don't have to, that's a mistake I see people make. You don't have to do both certs in that case. The new one, once you complete it, will count for the rest of the year you're in. Hopefully that made sense. First looks. In mid-September, the carriers come out with the first looks. That's a kind of brief snapshot of what the benefits are going to look like for a given carrier's plans for the prior AEP. So these are the 2024 first looks that were put on the site in September. But for next year, for 2025, you can go on here and see at some point in September what the benefits are going to be for 2025 as we're leading up to the 2025 AEP. Other quick things just to point out, they have a Part B late enrollment penalty calculator on here, a Part D calculator on here, and then lastly, they have the HRAs for everybody. Now, if you've been paying attention to the proposal from CMS, HRAs, us getting as agents paid for an HRA could be the thing of the past starting next October. But for now, here are the HRAs, the instructions for each one. And just to answer a question I get a lot, you can access the HRAs through Connector and Sunfire. All right, so I want to show you that briefly. Now, what if you want to quote other than Connector and Sunfire, which you're probably familiar with? You can access those on here as well. But what if you want to quote anything else? You just go to the quoting tab and then you can quote annuities. That's Annuity Rate Watch. You can quote final expense, long-term care, Medicare. Why would you want to quote Medicare on here? Because this is CSG. So CSG is very specific on SUPs. I'll give you a quick example of that. So there's CSG. So if you want to get a med sup quote and see what the discounts are, what kind of discounts they have, household versus both insured discounts, really specific, you can do that on here. This isn't an enrollment engine though, like Sunfire and Connector. But It is very accurate, and it can, again, show you the discounts. You can compare plans on here. I go on here and look at med sup quotes often when I am not familiar with the state. As you can see here, and it shows you the discounts. If you want to see the discounted rate, you just hit apply discounts. It'll show you them. So that's pretty handy. The other thing you can do is maybe you want to quote final expense. Actually, let me go back. All right, so maybe you want to go and quote final expense. We'll just go do it off this window. Go back to quoting, final expense, and you can do it for all lines of business. Final expense is super easy. If I want a final expense quote, I just pick my state. I'm in Connecticut, so I'll say Connecticut, date of birth, 1960, male, non-tobacco, 10,000, level. This is the key. You can quote on here level, limited or graded, or GI, guaranteed issue. We'll quote level because level is an immediate death benefit. And there you go. So there's all your quotes. It tells you the annual, the monthly. There's the underwriting guide for all of the quotes. Now, what if I wanted to say if I had a person who was incredibly unhealthy, I didn't think they could get a level plan, then you just go to guaranteed issue. Hit submit. And there you go. So it's very quick, very easy to quote plans for med subs, for final expense. I won't go into annuity rate watch, but if you haven't used that, it's offered to you here for free. And you can quote MIGAs, fixed annuities, income riders. You can quote and compare anything on annuity rate watch. So it gives you access to that right through the site, which is nice. Okay, now what I'll show you is you can access Connect for Medicare through here. So go to online enrollment, Connect for Insurance, has both names, Connect for Insurance or Connect for Medicare. And that's what gives you access to Connecture, Medicare Bot, and Sunfire. You will need usernames and passwords for Connecture and Sunfire both, but you access them right through the online enrollment portal to get into the system. Obviously, they're specific to you. If you don't use Connecture or Sunfire, you certainly should have done videos on it. I have a couple run-throughs of both that you should check out for sure. Now, if you're not on the Pinnacle site and you just want to go directly to these, all you do is go to connectforinsurance.com or connectformedicare.com, either way. So you can access Connecture and Sunfire through the Pinnacle site, or you can just go to connectforinsurance.com. It'll take you to the same place. Last thing I want to show you really quick. If maybe you want to have a website built. So you go to services, because we do build websites for agents. Go to services, go to creative service. Scroll down and go to website assistance. It'll take them 7 to 10 days to build you a site. You have to get your own URL, but those are super cheap, 30 bucks for a couple years. And then it's your site. So Pinnacle will make you a website. You will need a logo. If you don't have one, they will design one for you, which is great. They'll do logo design for you and build you a site. And they will put the Pearl for Connecture or Sunfire on there. If you don't know what the Pearl is, that's the consumer-facing URL that's coded to you. So it's a quote engine on your site for Advantage Supplement Part D. And it's very easy. Just fill out some basic information, submit it. It will take longer if you don't have a logo. If you have a logo, upload it. If you don't, they will design one for you, but it will take longer to do so. And then the last thing I wanted to show you is the About section. Sometimes people want to contact Pinnacle because you have full access to them. Our office will handle questions and contracting, but Pinnacle has a service department for that as well. They have agent services. If you want to contact anybody there, you just go to sales team or support team, and it will give you all the numbers for them. Just give you a quick example. And there you go. Again, we help people out with this, but if you can't get a hold of us, maybe the office is closed because of bad weather, you got a full support team. They'll know who you are. They'll see all your information, and they can help you out as well. Wanted to keep it short and sweet, so that's it. That's how you use the site, pfsinsurance.com. Again, if you don't have a username and password, you simply just call us, we'll get it for you. If you want to watch videos on how to access Connecture or demos of Connecture, Sunfire, or anything, go to our YouTube channel. It's YouTube Crowe and Associates or @Crowe Medicare. Either way will get you there. We have like 160 some videos, each more boring than the next, but my point is they're short and you can get the information. So thanks, hope everybody has a great day.